guys, Julia here from JM Squared Vintage. Welcome back to the channel. I am here today with a bins haul, and I gotta be honest, I'm pretty sure this is the biggest and possibly the best bins haul I've ever had in my entire life. I literally walked into the bins this week saying, okay, I need to be like a little bit light. I'm a little behind on listing. And when I went to check out and the guy told me my total, my eyes almost popped out of my head. It's pretty intense, but really good stuff. And I can't wait to show them to you. Awesome vintage pieces, incredible like high-end luxury designer pieces. One of the most stunning gowns I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, do not turn this off until you see this gown. Your eyes are going to pop out of your head as mine did. But guys, first and foremost, if you are new here, welcome. I am Julia, that is my name. We talk all things thrifting and vintage and reselling on the internet. If that sounds like something that you are into, be sure to hit subscribe down below. I would love to have you along on this journey. But guys, I hope your weekend was amazing. Maybe some of you guys went out, you found some treasures of your own. If you did, let me know down below. You know I love celebrating your wins as well. Guys, this is probably gonna be a little bit of a long one, so go get yourself some sustenance, go get yourself a snack, go get yourself a drink. You know I've got my matcha latte. Sit back, relax, and let's get into the goods. That was a very concise opening, guys. I did my best because we have a lot to get through. We really do. So I'm gonna start with the only non-clothing item that I found this week, and in the bins, guys. This is a pair of beautiful suede pumps from Max Mara. Max Mara? I think it's pronounced Max Mara. They're just simple pumps. I wanna say they're like a 3-inch heel. They've got this great like little zigzag gold trim all on the inside. These are in like fabulous condition. And they are my size. You know, the one thing I don't have, like I am not a heels girl, but everybody should have a great classic pair of pumps in their closet. So I think that these are gonna go into my closet. They are the perfect height. They're not too high. I am a sneakers Birkenstock girl, so like get away from me with those 4-inch heels. I can barely stand in these, but you know, Max Mara is an incredibly expensive brand. If you are unfamiliar, they're kind of in that Loro Piana echelon. They're very much that kind of like quiet luxury. There's very little external branding. I think one of the things that they're most popular for, I mean, for sure the thing that they're most popular for are their coats. They make these incredible cashmere camel coats. They make, I think their most famous coat is called the Teddy coat. If you Google that, you'll see what I'm talking about. But these were $600-700 shoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep these for myself, and you know, if I don't wear them in 2 years, I'll sell them. They're classic black pumps. They will always be saleable. So if I were to sell these, just for kind of calculation point, I would probably get somewhere around 150 on these. In the bins, guys. I paid $3 for these. So we will kick it off. I mean, kicking it off with some Max Mara shoes, like, we're gonna set the stage there. Next thing I found was this great kind of chunky plaid like peplum top from Free People. This is a size small, of course, very oversized. I'm not quite sure if this is a dress or if this is a tunic. It's kind of in that like in-between length. I could very easily see somebody wearing this as like a mini dress. I could also see somebody wearing this with like shorts underneath, but it's got a little bit of weight to it. The fabric is pretty textured. So I'll probably see somewhere like 30 to 40 on this. This is a little bit more of a substantial piece from Free People, and it is in like new condition. I don't think that this was worn much at all. There's no wash wear, no nothing. So very great little clothing find to kick that off. Next up is this great little linen, it's kind of like an open cardigan, open blazer. It's 100% linen, and the brand is Tribe Alive. I don't know if this is like a higher end boutique brand. I feel like this was sold at some point, maybe at like Anthropology, but it's just this great little linen, kind of like wide sleeve cardigan that it's not knit, like this is like linen. Yeah, it's in great shape. Is this one size? Yeah, it's a one size thing. So this will kind of fall into like the kimono world. Because it's linen, because it's black, because it's super classic, and because it's a great brand. I want to say this retailed $125 to $150. That's kind of what I saw. I'm probably gonna see $30 to $40 on the resale market for this. Super great find. And I had no idea who that brand was, so definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. Next up, in the absolutely epic vintage pieces category, oh my God, I love this shirt so much. And It's another one I might keep for a month or two to get a few wears in before I sell it. It's this amazing vintage, like goldenrod silk short sleeve shirt, but I am obsessed with this like Southwest style embroidery and beading, and it's on the back as well. I just love this. It's from a brand called Blue Eyes. This is definitely like late 80s, early 90s, size 12, made in Hong Kong, 100% silk. It does have shoulder pads, but the shoulder pads are kind of like mangled, so I'll probably remove those. Is this amazing? Like, is this just me? Am I crazy? Am I weird? Like, I'm obsessed with this shirt. And it's just so unusual. You know, it's definitely something like nobody else in the world will have. If and when that does go on sale, that'll probably be a Depop sale. I can see that selling on Depop pretty quickly. Next up, this is one of my favorite brands to find, and it's kind of interesting because I feel like not a ton of people are familiar with it, and that brand is Dylan. I know I've had them on the hauls a few times, and they are owned by True Grit, so most people are familiar with True Grit. Kind of like a Western wear brand. They have a pretty heavy cult following, so this is made by the same company. I love this stripe. This feels very Patagonia stripe to me. I think I actually had a shirt from Patagonia in this same kind of stripe. It's just kind of like a textured knit long sleeve t-shirt. This is the kind of thing that like retail, no lie, retail, Dylan, this shirt would probably be $170. It is incredibly expensive, but the pieces are really high quality. Their textiles are always really nice. So definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. This will probably resell $30 to $35, and if you are in the market for like good basics like this, kind of like a casual, leaning toward the sportier style, kind of like long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, check out Dylan. You will not be disappointed in the quality that you get. You'll pay up probably a little bit over some other brand, you know, something from Target, but these will last a long, long time, and these fabrics wash and wear very well. So definitely a brand to be on the lookout for, both to resell and for your own closet. Next up, this was one that I kept going back to again because I like felt the fabrics, and I'm like, this feels like the Lululemon Luxtreme, and sure enough, they are Lululemon joggers. I feel like I've never seen Lululemon joggers. I've seen a million pair of Vuori joggers, which are the best. If you don't have any, like, they're amazing. But sure enough, these are Lululemon straight up jogger legs. I'm realizing, can you see it now? Like everything's disappearing on my sweater. They're a size 10, which is great to find. I'll give these a good bath and kind of see. There's like a little bit of folding in the waistbands or in the elastic, so I can easily straighten that out. But otherwise, in fantastic condition. They don't appear to have been worn all that much. And just in case you are searching for yourself, this is the full-on Luxtreme fabric. Anything with luxe in it, like if you have animals or if you have an old home that can get linty and you want to find leggings and stuff that don't pick up dog fur, anything with luxe in the fabric name, so like New Luxe, Luxtreme, full-on Luxtreme, Everlux, they're all going to have kind of a slick surface and pet hair does not stick to it. So just pro tip if you have never bought one or you're confused by the fabric. So next up is this brand. Now I grabbed this, well, number one, because I've never found this in the bins. This is a brand that I've had my eyes on online for a while. They advertise me all the time, and that is Ayr, A-Y-R. I love a good button-down shirt. Like, clearly, if you've watched me for any amount of time, I love a good button-down shirt. It's kind of my wardrobe staple. Now, this has some staining here, like along the pocket and over here, so I'm gonna put some work into this. I think I might keep this for myself. Even if like the staining doesn't come out, this will be a good, like, you know, working around the house kind of shirt. This fabric, this is kind of like a peak broadcloth, and it is gorgeous. I was kind of just excited to get my hands on these because this is one of those brands I don't think that they sell in stores. I think that they're 100% online, and they're expensive. I want to say that their button downs are like close to $200, if not a little bit more than $200. And you know, I wanted to feel it. Like I wanted to feel what the textiles are. It always makes me really nervous when I see these companies charging that kind of money and like, I don't know the quality. So now I know the quality and can vouch for it. So guys, keep your eyes out for this as you are thrifting, as you are sourcing. If I am to resell this, I will probably get $40 to $50, maybe a little bit more. So definitely a bolo brand. And let me know if you have found this before, because this has been kind of on my like thrifting bucket list for a long time. And this was the first time it ever popped up. Of course, it's got damage, but I'm super excited. I'm super excited to have found it. And you know, again, keep your eyes out for it. Next up, now this was an exciting thing to find. I have not been finding a ton of soft surroundings recently. And although this is a size medium, I generally like to pick soft surroundings in kind of larger sizes, ideally extra large and up. This is a nice, pretty, like trapeze style dress from them. It's navy blue. It literally, like, it's completely trapeze, right? So it's very, very breezy, very, very roomy. It's got a back slip for movement, which you don't really need because there's a ton, like, I don't know if you can tell on this, but this is in fabulous condition. Cute little like keyhole in the back, probably somewhere in the $40 range on this, maybe a little bit more. I've never found a maxi dress from Soft Surroundings, so I'm pretty excited about that. Definitely a fabulous find. Next up, a nice little shirt from We The Free. I have sold, I think, 3 of this exact shirt in different colors in the past couple months. We The Free, of course, the Free People line for me that has the best sell-through rate. Everything sells pretty much 100%, but these guys sell the fastest. And this is just kind of like a knit. It's kind of like a lightweight sweater. It's got a chunky cuff, kind of a scoop neck, and I like this pretty like celadon green color. So I've sold 2 or 3 of these, and I want to say that they've sold between like 25 and 32 each. And I have no doubt that this will go in no time. And I have to say, having held a few more of this specific sweater, this one is in the best condition of any of the ones that I found. This feels like it has the least amount of wear. Like, you know, all the little raw edges here are like sharp. There's no curling up, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was only worn once or so. Always, always, always keep your eyes out for that We The Free. Next up, now this is Urban Outfitters, and I generally don't do a ton of Urban Outfitters, but I thought this dress was so pretty. So it's ever so slightly asymmetric. It is a size small, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a size. But it's got these little spaghetti straps that kind of cross over in the back. They've got like little loops that they kind of crisscross on. And it's got a little bit of an elastic touch here. So I'll probably get about $30 for this. This is like a great little kind of formal dress, right? So I will get this on the mannequin. This is something that will look better on the mannequin, but great little find. And this is in fantastic condition. This feels brand new. Feels absolutely brand new. So yeah, again, around that $30 range. I don't pick up a lot of Urban Outfitters, but this, you know, being a little bit of a special occasion dress, this is an exception. I love that color too, that pretty like olive green. Now this I couldn't leave behind. This is from Ellie Tahari, so high-end designer, somebody that sold at like Neiman Marcus. So this is a little wrap blouse. This is not gonna show up very well. And it's got this beautiful like silk chiffon ruffle collar on it. Something that will look a lot better on the mannequin. I think this is a size, let's see. Size large, love to see it. And look at the internal finishing here. So this is like one of the ties, but it goes like, can you see this? It goes all the way to the top here and it runs over one of the seams. So it binds one of the seams. This is just a really beautifully made piece. I'll probably see, I don't know, $30 to $40 on this. This was probably a good $300-400 retail. So gorgeous piece. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Next up, y'all, calling all mob wives. This, anytime I see one of these in the thrift, I'm gonna grab it. It's a little faux jacket, leopard print, black line. There's no size in here. There's no tag. It doesn't really matter. This will sell. Yeah, doesn't say anything about sizing. I'm gonna guess this is probably about a size medium or large. I'll get $20-30 on this all day, and this will sell quickly. This is the kind of thing that like right now people are looking for. You know, that's something that somebody will throw on over like a little black dress, you know, when they're going out in the town in Vegas or something. You know, for a party night out, something that looks like that adds a lot of panache, that isn't super expensive and isn't something that you're gonna like cry about if you get, you know, you spill some drinks on it. Perfect find. Next up, this is one for the outdoors girlies. This is a cute little like hooded lightweight sweatshirt from Marmet. Let me show you that tag. If you are unfamiliar, that's definitely a high quality outdoor brand. If you are unfamiliar, do keep your eyes out for it, especially their jackets. Their jackets go really well But this is like a nice little hooded, kind of like a hiking sweater, right? It's got kangaroo pockets, long sleeve, and this feels brand new. And of course, hooded. I'll probably see $30 to $35 on this. Marmet stuff is quite expensive. This probably retailed $100 to $120. Look at us making a little bit of progress here. Next up, now I could not leave this behind. Look at this fun vintage, I think this is what they would consider like a house coat. It's kind of like bracelet length sleeves. It kind of hits like right here on your arm. It's got this cute little like ruffle collar. It's from, I think this is vintage JCPenney's. This is easily like 60s. But look at this print. This is all terry cloth. It's in fabulous condition. Like I can see somebody taking this and using this as like a day coat, like as they walk around, like all day. You go to Silver Lake here in LA, which is all like hipsters and fashion. I could 100% see this on somebody walking down the street. It's so cute. And again, fabulous condition. You don't find things like this, this old, without damage. And like, all the buttons are here, no stains, a couple little picks in the terry cloth, but that's easy enough. What a find. Probably 40 to 50 bucks on this, believe that or not. People love vintage robes. One thing that I will say that you should keep your eyes out for, this is not chenille, but if you know what a chenille robe is, it's kind of like terry cloth that feels a little bit like corduroy. I don't know how else to describe it. Throw it into Google, but if you see vintage chenille robes, especially the really colorful ones or the ones in like patterns, pick them up. They are going in the hundreds of dollars right now. So, pro tip. I have never found one. I kind of got excited when I first saw this from afar because I thought it was one. It clearly wasn't, but keep your eyes out. Next up now, this is a beautiful little piece. This is from Kate Spade. It is a size 2, so it will take a little bit of time to sell, but it's beautiful little, I think this is silk, in this pretty like neutral floral print. It's just a little sheath, very classic silhouette, exposed zipper in the back. This, I think, retailed in the $300 range. Kate Spade dresses are not cheap, and the resale on these, like the sold comps on these, are anywhere between like $40 and $80. So great find. And I mean, it's just very classic, right? Like this is kind of a forever dress. Yes, it's printed, but it's a very elegant print. This is a beautiful little piece, and it's in fantastic shape. Needs a little bit of steam. Next up, guys, when I say that this day just didn't stop giving, like this is a little Patagonia fleece here. Like in the bins, there's a little bit of like staining here, but I am pretty confident I can get that out. This fabric here, it's like easy to get stains off of because they don't really penetrate. Like nylon doesn't allow stains to penetrate like a cotton or a silk or a wool does. Anyway, so this is a size medium. It's a white, it's a version of their Retool snap fleece. That's kind of this, they have snaps here instead of a zip. And I had one of these in green that I just sold for $80. And I have no doubt that I'll find 40 or up on this. Of course, Patagonia, a brand to be on the lookout for. I rarely find it in the bins. I rarely find it in the thrift. A lot of people know that this resells well. So like even if they donate a lot of their clothes, they might still try to resell this. These are hard to find in the bins, but a great find. Another great find. Is that incredible? Next up here, now I have slowed down on picking up Torrid, and I think what I'm trying to do really with it is I'm trying to change tack on what I pick up from Torrid, because kind of the more traditional, like darker, edgier pieces for me have slowed down considerably. But stuff like this that looks a little bit more preppy has been still moving. I've been watching a bunch online, just seeing kind of how fast, you know, they're moving through, and stuff like this is still moving. So this cute little like rayon tencel dress with a drawstring waist. I like the navy blue and white stripes. It feels very like right now. It's size 3, so 3X. Little zip front in great condition. I think that this will actually move pretty quick, and I'll probably see somewhere in the $30 to $35 range here. It's very cute. Next up, now this is a brand that I had no idea what it was, but it felt really nice. And the brand here is Woolovers. Have any of you guys ever heard of Woolovers? This looks like kind of an unusual piece for Woolovers. I think, you know, most of their stuff is are sweaters. And this is not a sweater. This is not wool. This is cotton. This is kind of like a fleece, like a, is it a French terry? It's like a lightweight French terry in this pretty like mustard pattern. It's got these two kind of like front pockets. Here it's got a funnel neck, and these are again like bracelet length sleeves that are a little bit wider. This is made, I'm not sure if this is a tunic or if this is a dress. I think it can be worn either way. And it is a size extra large. Most of the sold comps on Woolover stuff that I was seeing was north of $40. So we will see. This is kind of an unusual piece. I wasn't able to find anything like this, you know, exactly, but other pieces from the brand are very, very promising in terms of like what we're seeing. So a brand to be on the lookout for. And if any of you are familiar with Woolovers, or you've sold a couple pieces, or you have some in your closet, let us know. Like, let us know where you got it. You know, if it's great, do you love it? Again, another Torrid piece here. This one is brand new with tags, and this gives me very much like Taylor Swift Lovers era. It's that pretty like pastel, watercolor camisole. It's got little buttons down the front, smocking on the back. This is again a size 3. Like, I could see this and this dress selling to the same person. And I think that's typically what I see a lot with Torrid, is people will try to bundle in the same size. And I have very few things from Torrid that are kind of like, you know how like you look at something, you're like, I know the girl who's gonna wear this. Like, I know the girl who's gonna wear this. The same girl who wears this is gonna be the same girl who wears this stripe piece. So it's good to have those kind of two pieces in the same size. But again, it's brand new with tags. Always love to see it. Still got the extra buttons. A great little find. I'll probably see 25 to 30 on this. Next up, a cute little skater dress from Free People. I love these colors. This kind of like royal blue and purple. And let me get you up close on that beading detail there on the collar. Isn't that pretty? I think this is a little bit of an older piece. I want to say that this is probably 2010s, but there are still a lot, like, I sell skater dresses really well. So it's also got a little bit of like a contrast. It's made to look like a crinoline, but this is actually like English net. It's quite soft. It's not scratchy. You know how like sometimes you get those things that have like the crinoline underneath or the faux crinoline, and it is itchy as all get out. Like, this is very, very soft. So cute little find. I'll probably see, I don't know, 28 to 32 on this. Again, with it being a little bit of an older piece. Next up, love to find these. These are some Align crops from Lululemon. I felt the fabric and I recognized it immediately. I have Aligns. I love Aligns. And I gotta say, like, this is in pretty good condition. Aligns have a tendency, like, I'm somebody who, I'm like meticulous with the care of my clothing. Like, my Lululemons have never seen a dryer, will never see a dryer. And no matter what you do, however you wash your lines, they will end up getting kind of this trademark pilling on the inside that you can feel. So, I don't know, cool little find. I mean, always good to find Aligns in great shape, because they will sell. They will sell quickly. So probably, I don't know, they are crops, so that's gonna be like the slowest selling like silhouette. Probably $30 to $40 on these. I'll have to find the size up, but I think that those are about a size 10. And we got 2 more pieces in the first bag, so we are moving right along. Another amazing little vintage piece here. Another amazing little vintage piece here. This is from the Limited. This is vintage from the Limited. And it's this really pretty, like, floral silk short sleeve button down. Like, I know 10 girls who would wear this. Like, it is vintage. It is clearly 90s. Like, look at that print. Is anybody else having flashbacks to like your mom at a summer party? I just think it's really pretty, and I love this bold print. I think this will be a Depop sale for sure. But again, 100% silk. It's in great condition. The print is bold. I like the colors. I like the silhouette. It's kind of like a boxy silhouette, which a lot of people are looking for. And it's got a little bit of a spread collar, not like an intentionally spread collar, but it is built to be spread collar, which is what I think a lot of girls are looking for when they're looking for shirts like this. But probably, I don't know, 20 to 30 bucks. I was not about to leave this behind with this funky print, and again, 100% silk. Yeah, that's a fun one. Super, super fun. And look at the tag. I mean, flashbacks. I'm gonna say early 90s on this. Probably early 90s, like 92, 93. And the last piece in the first bag, guys, we made it. maybe halfway-ish through, and is this cute dress from Joseph Ribkoff. One of my favorite brands to find, huge following. It's this pretty like black and white pattern, and can you see like there is a spot gloss detail on there? Yeah, there you go, you can kind of see that. So that is all over the dress, and it is this faux wrap silhouette, which is just so pretty and so flattering. It's got that nice ruching there, kind of right on the side. Look at how like perfect that ruching is. And it's midi length, and it has that like faux wrap style silhouette. So this is one of those dresses that's just gonna look like so flattering. It just kind of hides any lump or bump that, you know, that ruching. But Joseph Ribkoff is super expensive. This is probably a $300 or $400 dress, and this will resale probably north of 50 bucks. So definitely a brand to be on the lookout for if you are not familiar with Joseph Ribkoff. As I always go through, I want to give you some of the tips. Do you see this tag here? Do you see this tag like underneath the Joseph Ribkoff tag? That, if you ever see that, where it's got all the different like countries and the sizes in the countries, that is generally a really good tell that what you are holding is a high-end garment. Even if you don't know the name, if you see a tag like that anywhere on the garment, chances are it's something fairly high-end, if not in the luxury world. 9 times out of 10, that's gonna be in the luxury world. All right, on to the next bag. First up here, this is an incredibly high-end brand, guys. Keep your eyes out for it. It's C, let me get my face out of there. TSE. They specialize in cashmere, and their cashmere is some of the best in the world, easily. This was a $400 or $500 sweater, a little short sleeve. This texture of this is so interesting. So I don't think that this is washwear. I'm almost positive that this was an intentional nap. So it almost has a look like almost like a worsted wool. If you're familiar with the feel of like a Pendleton blanket, obviously much softer because this is incredibly high-end cashmere, but beautiful. It's like it's a different texture for cashmere. Short sleeve cream in great condition. Guys, at the bins, I will never stop marveling at the stuff I find. And I'm seeing like in my side eye, like I'm seeing the gown. I literally have it on my dress form because it does not deserve to be on a hanger. You will understand in a second. But guys, this week was crazy at the bins. Next up, another cashmere piece. This is from 360 Cashmere, which I think is sold at like Nordstrom. I'm not sure, but this is a lighter weight cashmere. It's a pretty like taupe, like a swing vest. It's a vest that has kind of like a wide silhouette here, front pockets. It's got a little bit of, you know, pilling on it, which is very normal for this kind of cashmere that has like that little cloud of fuzz above it. This will take me about 2 seconds to lint roll, no big deal. I'll probably see, I don't know, 40 bucks on this roundabout. On the C one, depending on sold comps, I'll have to look. I want to do a little research into this particular, oh yeah, this is absolutely intentional nap. You can see it around the seaming. Great find. 360 Cashmere makes really high-end stuff, so definitely keep your eyes out for it. I mean, any cashmere. I will pick up almost any cashmere at any time of year. Cashmere always just has a market. Speaking of things that always have a market, linen. This is an Italian linen. It's Terzo Millennio. I don't know the brand, but again, you see that made in, get my face out of there, that made in Italy. This is navy blue, maxi length with a little ruffle on the bottom. This feels brand new. Again, there's a very distinct feel to linen when it has not been worn yet, and this has it. I think it's of course wrinkled because it's been in a bag, and but it's just like a little breezy shift dress. This is a size small. Yeah, it's a size small, but gorgeous. Navy blue. This will see probably 35 bucks on. Linen dresses do sell really well for me, especially something like that. Like that is, you know, again, somebody's gonna buy that and that's gonna be in their closet for the rest of their lives. It will never be out of style. Next up, this is something I'm kind of giving a try to. This is a little pair of Ted Baker swim trunks. They're very, right now, this length is kind of what people are looking for. Very classic, the blue and white stripe. It kind of looks like seersucker with a little contrast color on the inside. I might actually offer this to a friend of mine for whom this is very much his style, and I believe this is his size, the Ted Baker size 3, which I think is a size large. But these retail in the $150 range. Ted Baker is one of those brands that's like very expensive, but the construction matches the price. You know, now is the time to pick up swim trunks. So if he doesn't want them, I'll probably see 25 or 30 bucks on these. And I would guess that they will go pretty quick. Guys, I made my matcha really strong right now, so I am flying. Next up, more linen. I'm telling you. So this is from Lena Tomei. I've sold actually a couple pieces from Lena Tomei. I don't know if she's a big name designer or whatever, but she does make some beautiful linen. This is like a nice olive green shift style dress, but if you look on the back, it's got a little bit of gathering there, like just above the rump. And I love when dresses do this, J. Jill does this sometimes, underneath, like, so this is the side seam. From the side seam to like mid back, it's stretchy. Like this is like a ribbed jersey. So you have full range of motion. That's like the one downside to linen, is that it's most of the time a rigid fabric. So that's kind of an elegant way to solve that issue, especially in a dress that's a little bit like closer cut. This does have cute little ruffle sleeves, size small, absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to press that out. Next up, I felt this and I knew, like, I felt this, and when I picked it up, I knew exactly what it was just based on the weight. So this is Free People Beach, and they make these like one-piece outfits. Like this looks like, if you're looking at this as is, this looks like it's like a clown suit, but these things actually have really great drape, and they sell so well. I have sold like 2 or 3 of these over the years, and they sell for like $50 and up. This is gray. It's like a nice kind of like tencel cotton blend. It's super soft, but I mean, like it's a medium, but it's enormous, you know, and it's made to be enormous, right? Like it's made to kind of drape. It's got this little tie across the top to keep it on your shoulders. Look at the way, okay, so when you have the shoulders like this, look at the little way that folds in. It's really interesting. I love these little details. Yeah, this will probably be, again, a good $40, $50. These things are just always in high demand, and people don't, because they retail for like $180. They're very expensive. And again, like you can usually tell if you start to pull something out of the bins from like Free People Beach or Free People, and you feel that weight, like you'll know. It's one of the things that if you're looking at like the reviews on their website, like the one review that they always get is like, it's a lot of fabric, it's really heavy. Next up, super classic little Brandy Melville mini dress. Again, preppy. Brandy Melville's having a moment right now. This is one of the ones that you look at and you're like, you call this one size. Has anybody watched the documentary yet? I haven't seen it yet, and I'm dying to, but yeah, one size. But this is very cute. It's a very classic little style. I'll make sure to like leave the measurement so people know, because this is not super stretchy. It's got like a little bit of give. But if somebody's shopping for like one size, you know, like say you're a size large and you see a one size, like this will not fit you. This will not fit you. This is a size small, maybe a small size medium, but it is in perfect shape. So I'll probably get $20 to $25 on that, and guaranteed that'll go quick. Next up, this is a cute little top from Anthropology, and I saw this fabric sticking out. I'm like, ooh, what is that? So this is a cute little top from Maeve. So it's got kind of, it's like a little bit of a baby doll top. It's got these tie sleeves, and these are like a cotton webbing. I don't know if that there you go. You might be able to see a little bit of that texture. But I do always appreciate, as somebody who is like short from here to here, I always appreciate the ability to tie and like customize a top. But a cute little like peplum top. This is a size, I'm pretty sure, a size large. So good size to find. And this kind of like classic little neutral color. But like, look at the texture on that. Isn't that cool? It's very different, which I do love. You know, that's the kind of stuff like you go to Anthropology for. Next up here, great little pair of Athleta leggings. These are, I think, extra, extra small. I did grab them because they're in perfect condition. They're purple. They are kind of a slicker material. If you're familiar with the Lululemon New Luxe, this actually feels very, very similar to that. Maybe a little bit thicker, but very similar. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to tell if they were on, but it's got this like perforation all down the side of the leg in this pretty royal purple. Again, These feel absolutely brand new. So probably, I don't know, $20 to $25 on these. These will probably take a little bit of time to sell. But now I actually have 2 pairs of leggings in the closet that are extra, extra small from Athleta. So hopefully they'll sell together. I always like when I can do that. Next up, now this is something I took a chance on. I wasn't super familiar with it, and this is Robert Graham. I don't do a ton of menswear, but the quality on this was so outrageous, and I feel like this is something that, just the look of this, like, I remember the first thing that popped into my head when I saw this, and it's got the contrast there, and it's got the contrast like underneath the cuffs here, so like when it's worn rolled up. This just, the first thing that came to my mind was rich guy. I don't know how to describe that. It's like a little bit of a jacquard weave, so there's like a little bit of a pattern in that. Beautiful, beautiful quality textiles, beautiful quality details, little embroidered thing. I want to say this is a $250 shirt. It's a size extra large. So I'm interested to see. I'll try to report back when this does sell. If any of you have sold this, if this is something that you guys keep your eyes out for, if you do a lot of like menswear, let me know. Like give me little tips on this. But I definitely took a chance with it. I've never really seen anything like this. I've never seen this brand before while thrifting. So it feels, like I said, this feels luxury. So interested to see how that does. Next up, now this is a brand that I know a lot of people do really well with, and I have literally never held a pair in my life. I know that people really love their jeans, but this is Judy Blue. I do not see a lot of this. I do not see a lot of this at all. I've seen like 1 or 2 pairs of jeans that were completely like blown out in the crotch, so I didn't grab them. But this is like a cute little jumpsuit button up. It's got kind of like rope ties, very summery. It's like a lightweight chambray, size large. So I know that their jeans have a cult following. I don't know about the rest of their garments, so let me know. Is Judy Blue something you do a lot of? Do you see a lot of it where you are? Do you sell a lot of it? Does it sell for a great price? Let me know. I'm interested to see. I'm gonna bank probably on like 25 or 30 bucks on this, but I'm interested to kind of put up my first piece. Next up, this is just a cute little thing. This is a brand that I don't pick up a lot of. I see a lot of it. That's Ruka. FYI, recently learned that that is pronounced Ruka, not RVCA. The things you learn. But this is just a cute little pair of like striped baggy overalls. It's just kind of like a lightweight, like rayon tencel blend, little back pockets, side pockets. I like the little spaghetti straps. I think that's a nice detail on these, something that you could like throw this on over a swimsuit. Anyway, I'm not quite sure what I'll get on, probably 20, 25 bucks, but it's a little bit more of a substantial piece. It is in perfect condition and overall sell really well for me. So interested to see how this does. Next up, now this is another brand that I don't pick up a lot of, but this is brand new with tags. It's linen, and it's like it's a nice piece. So this is from Rachel Zoe. I've had a couple pieces of Rachel Zoe and they have sat, but this is again brand new and it's 100% linen. So it's white. It's got these cute little like braided, like racer back straps. It's midi length. It's got slits up both sides. Again, brand new condition with tags, and it's a size extra large. I think I'll probably see around $40 on this, maybe a little bit more. Rachel's, again, like Rachel Zoe is just not something that I pick up all that often, but something like this is a perfect example of where I will make that exception. Because again, linen is linen and people love linen. I'm people. Next up, this is another brand I almost never pick up, and Lord knows, I see so much of this in the bins. And this is Gap, but the exception being, this is like a little boiler suit, a little like short sleeve, almost like kind of 3/4 sleeve boiler suit. Denim chambray in fantastic condition, size medium. And this has like a little belt that you can cinch in on the back to kind of pull that in and cinch your waist. I remember, fun story, with my old company, we debuted our product at CES, and our head of brand at the time was thinking about like what we should wear to the trade show. You know, a lot of people will go and wear like kind of, you know, matching company t-shirts or whatever the case may be. And he came in with these boiler suits and Chuck Taylors. And I'm like, okay, first of all, this alone tells me that you have never been on a trade show floor in your life, because wearing Chuck Taylors for an 8-hour day standing on concrete floors is maybe one of the most excruciating things in the whole world. But also boiler suits, like I get it. They look great on size 2s. I'm not a size 2. And I'm like, this is not gonna look good on me. I'm telling you right now, I'm the only woman on this team. It is not gonna look good on me. And I'm like, let me just go and try it on. And I came out and I'm like, I look like the mechanic that just worked on your car. And sure enough, we changed the outfits. But probably, I don't know, I'll probably see like 30 to 40 on this. I think this will go really quickly. And it's, again, it's in like perfect condition. Next up, now I didn't really know much. Like, I know who the designer is. Like, I love Isaac Mizrahi, guys. If you do not follow Isaac Mizrahi on Instagram, like, please go and follow him. I just want to be best friends with him. He is such a bonbon. Like, I just love him. I love his personality. I love the way he talks. He's very New York. I love it. But anyway, I grabbed this. This is Isaac Mizrahi, New York. This is not the Isaac Mizrahi that is shown on QVC, I'm almost positive, but it's just a cute little like leopard print sweater. I'll probably get $15 for this. I wasn't sure because I know he's a high-end designer, so he has stuff that is in, you know, the high-end stores. And I wasn't sure if this was it. You know, it's a lesson learned, but this is a tag that you probably want to avoid, you know, really, unless you're sourcing for $1 or $2. Like, you'll make your money back. You'll make 15 bucks on it. You do not want to go and spend $7 on this. You will be net negative at the end, but very cute. And it is a size large, and you know, it's leopard print. This is a jersey neutral, as we like to call it, but it's, you know, just a little pro tip on that label on Isaac Mizrahi. But also go follow him, like, immediately. Like, he's so fun. Next up here is this adorable little like picnic style cottage dress, like a kind of like a peach and maroon gingham from Minkpink. Minkpink's another one of those really like high-end brands. Guys, let me know if you know what these things are, these little scans. Now, I know that you see these on like Rent the Runway pieces, you know, that's how they keep track of their inventory. But I have seen, you know, obviously, and Minkpink is something, this very well could have come from Rent the Runway. It's midi length, very cute, pockets, 100% cotton, fully lined. Minkpink is something that would be in Rent the Runway, but I've also seen this in things that are like Gap. You know, things that aren't gonna be in like a clothing rental service or something of that sort. What do you think they're from? They say it's like a way of keeping track of laundry, but like, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I see it in things that aren't necessarily gonna be commercially cleaned. You know, it makes sense on uniforms. It makes sense on like Dickies and stuff like that. It makes sense on kind of higher end garments like this that might have been through a Rent the Runway or been through like a, you know, a dry cleaners system, but I don't know. Like, what are they for? Let me know. I don't know, probably see 30 to 40 on this. It's very cute. It is an extra small, but it is super adorable. Next up, and this is the first of 2 Show Me Your MooMoo jumpsuits that I found. So this one is white denim, cute little belt, wide legs. Again, perfect condition. This, I think, is called like the Renegade jumpsuit. Resale on this is like $70 and up. And I'm gonna bank on, you know, 50 to 70, but a lot of these have resold in like 110, 120. There's another one right there. There's another one of those little tags. It's a size medium, again, perfect condition. So we'll see how this does. They are so cute. You know, Show Me Your MooMoo is always just such nice quality. A little bit of dust on the bottom from the bottom of the bins, but a quick spin through the laundry and an air dry, that'll be made quick business of. Oh my God, look at the little pockets. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. There's a little stitching on there that says MU and then MU. Very cute. I'll show you the other one right now too. This one's like a little romper and it is missing the belt, unfortunately, but I don't really think it, I don't think it hurts it. Again, like perfect condition. This one is corduroy. Size medium as well, again with the tags, and they were found right next to each other, so I'm assuming they came from the same place, the same person or the same service. But again, perfect condition. Resale on these is like $50 and up. So very cute. Oh, this is not a little jumper. This is a skirt, but very, very cute. Show Me Your MooMoo is definitely a brand to be on the lookout for if you have not seen any. I feel like I've been finding a lot recently, which is great. They're sold on Revolve, very expensive. These are probably $200 plus when they were new. So very excited to find those too. I'm telling you, this day was insane. Okay, I don't know how to describe this other than this is the most Y2K chic lady dress that I've maybe ever seen in my life. Like, okay, first of all, 100% silk. That's the front, that's the back. It's got this little like asymmetrical ruffle here, right? So it kind of sits like it's got a little bit of a flap over here, not on this side. And then the back crosses over. Anybody else see like Lorelai Gilmore wearing this to like Friday night dinner? It's so chic. But this is by Max Azria. Azria, am I saying that right? Where's the tag? This is by the Max Azria collection. I think I'm saying that last name right. I always feel like I'm saying it wrong. You probably know him from BCBG. He's the designer behind this. This is his higher end brand. This was easily a $500-600 dress back in the day. 100% silk outer, 100% silk lining in absolutely stunning condition. This is definitely something I'll put on the mannequin to photograph because it is beautiful. It's got this kind of like Baroque, like almost tapestry looking print. Look at the images in there. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. This is so Y2K chic. Next up, now this is a brand I found a few pieces from over the years and they've always sold really well for me. And I think that they're like a higher end boutique brand, but I do also believe that they were sold at Anthropology at one point. This is just a cute little like kimono cardigan. It's short sleeve, but those sleeves are nice and wide. I'm pretty sure that this is a linen blend. Yeah, there's no contents tag, but this is definitely a linen blend of some sort. Great shape. I think this is one size. Really, I think this is probably like a swim cover up. I'll probably see $30 on this. Easel's definitely a brand to keep your eyes out for. Like I said, people seem to really like their stuff. And a lot of their stuff is the same kind of knit. So it's got like just a really beautiful drape on the body. You're not going to be getting like $60 for it, but you will get pretty much like a guaranteed $30 and it should sell pretty quickly for you. It does seem like there are people that follow it. Any pieces that I've had, they've always been one of the most like active listings. You know, they immediately get a lot of likes, a lot of looks. So people are looking for it. Next up, I think this was the last thing I grabbed before I left. And the tag looked so familiar. I was not comping anything else. So I just threw it in. It is silk. It is like a silk brocade and it's like a pop over tunic length. And this is from Tucker. Tucker's a very high-end brand. This was probably a good $300-400 retail. What size is this? Size medium, black, little pop over tunic. This could also be a mini dress. It's gorgeous and in perfect condition. So I'll probably see, you know, 30 to 45 on this. I've never sold Tucker before. I don't know why the tag was familiar to me because like it's not really a brand that's been on my radar like personally, but you know, who knows? But it's definitely a brand to be on the lookout for because it is extremely high-end. Sold on Saks, sold at Neiman Marcus, I'm pretty sure as well. So great little piece. Another little silk find. This is Victoria's Secret silk. It's a 2XL and it's just like a little flyaway robe, right? So there's no like belt loops for a regular belt. It's just the little tie in the front. You can also turn this into like a little wrap dress. It is silk brocade, beautiful, in fantastic shape. This will sell in no time, guys. Victoria's Secret silk has been selling so well for me. Vintage Victoria's Secret will sell really well if you're seeing the tags that are embroidered with the gold label. And if you find something that is embroidered with the gold, you want to use gold label Victoria's Secret as one of your keywords because people actually search for that. But this I think is pretty modern. I think that this is brand new. Oh yeah, it's brand new with tags. I mean, like there's part of the tag right here. So really great little find. Probably, I don't know, like 30 to 35 on this. Maybe a little bit more. Guys, we are moving right along. Another amazing little vintage piece. Couldn't leave this guy behind. This is straight out of 1972. This is your, you know, your Uncle Albert's velour top with a little like rope, like a rope embossment there. This will sell on Depop. This will sell to guys. This is a vintage Nordstrom. Look at this tag. Is that a trip? Like I'll probably see 25 bucks on this. I love finding vintage men's pieces because they sell really, really well for me. And I feel like there's just a lot less of it out there for them. So you know, it's something to kind of focus in on if you want to do vintage, especially back in the day. Like, you know, first of all, women usually have more clothing than men. you know, and as you go back through history, it's even more of a stark contrast. Next up, I grabbed this. This is Abercrombie & Fitch. I don't know if this is vintage or not, but I thought this is so boho, so festival. Like, I'll see somebody, you know, throw this on over a swimsuit that's just kind of like cotton, crochet, loose fit. What size is this? One size, so this is just like nice and big and breezy and a boxy fit. I'll probably see $25 on this. I just thought it was really cute and it's in great shape. Next up, great little bread and butter piece. This is just a pair of Ponte pants from J. Jill. They are a size small. They're nice, just like stretch, slim cut Ponte pants with a little slit in the back. You probably can't really see that. These will go for $20, $25 all day, and these will sell quickly. These are just a great closet staple. They're super comfortable. People like to wear stuff like this to work because they feel like leggings. You know, they've got a lot of stretch to them. They feel like leggings, but they look professional. They look pulled together. And I don't find them all that often. I do not see these out thrifting. I don't see them out at the bins all that often. They're great. Next up here, this I grabbed because the fabric felt absolutely luxe. This is from Pure and Good. This is an Anthropology brand. This is a little like long sleeve casual dress. It's kind of longer. It's got splits on the side. I guess this can be worn as a tunic as well. This is a size large, but guys, this fabric is so nice. This kind of reminds me a little bit of like James Purse's ribbed cotton. It just has that high-end feel. I wasn't familiar with the brand. It sounded familiar, but I just grabbed it and threw it in. I didn't even bother comping it. And they also have, oh, I didn't even show you this, cute little like detail at the end of the sleeves. It's very cute. I'll probably see 35 bucks on this, and I would imagine that that'll go pretty quick. Next up, now this is J. Crew Collection, which I don't think I've ever seen in the bins. I don't pick up a ton of J. Crew, like only if it's something that I know will sell a lot. I see so much of it in the bins. I've sold so much of it. I was a J. Crew girl for a long time. But this I just thought was so chic. This felt so high-end. This is like just a beautiful little like window pane check silk blouse. It's got like a little kick pleat in the back there. Very, very chic. It's size 2. I'll probably see $25 on this. Definitely something I will put on the mannequin because it does look really nice when it's all like tied up and kind of placed where it should be. Beautiful little find though. I love that silk twill. Next up here, a little piece from Eloquii. Eloquii stuff sells pretty well for me. It seems to be pretty sought out. This is a pretty little like crop top. It's got these little like ruched sleeves that kind of go straight up from the bust, right? Square neck, zip back, size 26. And this is in like brand new condition. I'll probably see 25 to 32 on this. Very cute. I love these big chunky buttons in the front too. Just real classy little piece. Next up, we only got 3 pieces left in the bag and then the gown. Next up is this beautiful little t-shirt from Clue. Again, the tag looked really high-end. This is beautiful silk. It's beautifully constructed. So the front is jersey and it's this beautiful butter yellow. And I'm telling you, I've been seeing this popping up on like, you know, street style in New York. So keep your eyes out for butter yellow right now. And the back is slightly longer. It's this pretty silk. The sleeves are white and silk. Clue is a very high-end brand. I'll probably see 30 to 40 on this. Very, very pretty. Next up, this is a little bread and butter brand. I don't pick a lot of it, but I do when I find like linen, more substantial fabric. That's CNC California. This is a cute little linen paper bag waist, elastic waist pair of shorts. Again, needs to be washed and steamed out. It's a size large, which I love to find. I'll probably see $25 on these. I do love finding their linen. Their linen, I've had a couple pieces come through my hands and it's actually very nice quality. I think they're sold in Nordstrom. So, you know, of course, it's gonna be a little bit higher end. And last piece in the bag, this is something from Livy Active, which is, I believe, Lane Bryant's activewear. And it's a little dress in this gorgeous periwinkle color. I love this color. That's so pretty. So it's got this little like tie waist, so it cinches it in. It's about knee length. These kind of like activewear dresses do really well for me. And I've never found a Livy one. Livy stuff is sold pretty decent, like pretty reliably for me. You know, you're not necessarily like, you know, breaking the bank with it, but you know, it's a reliable seller. People really love it in the same way that people follow like Lululemon. This is, you know, they have stuff that's really high quality for plus sizes, which Lulu does not always have. It's a size 14, 16, and again, perfect condition in this gorgeous color. And finally, so before I even show this to you, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, this is absolutely already spoken for. I'm very sorry. It's something that I wouldn't necessarily pick up. Are you ready for this? I literally have had this on the dress form because I can't bear to hang this up. Look at this dress. I'm gonna try to hold it up so you can see it. This dress, I saw this in the bins. I saw this top and I picked it up. I'm like, oh my God, like this is all jeweled. Let me get you in close on that. That is all jeweled. Isn't that absolutely stunning? It's by Giovanni, which is sold at like Neiman Marcus. This is a $1,500 dress. Absolutely stunning. It's got this beautiful like net underneath. The only issue with it is it's missing like one little strip of sequins right here, but also who's looking? Who's looking when you have these jewels on the neckline? So it is a size 4, and I saw it and it immediately reminded me of my friend, and I refer to her, I've talked about her on the channel before, I refer to her as the like living, breathing sequin. This is very much a dress for her. So I looked at the size, it's a size 4, and I sent her a picture and I said, please tell me you wear a size 4. And she says yes. Guys, I paid $1 for this. This is a $1,500 dress. If I were to sell this, it looks like similar dresses are selling in the $150 to $300 range. Again, this is spoken for. This is going to my friend. She's gonna flip when she gets her hands on it. I mean, the workmanship on it is incredible. Like, this is wedding dress. This is wedding dress quality construction. Just gorgeous. It would have been criminal for me to leave this behind. Could you imagine if this like went into like a landfill? Oh my God, I can't even think about that. Luckily, she's a size 4, it's hers. And I can't, I'm $1. I paid $1 for this. Unbelievable. But that is it, guys. That is the haul for today. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me while I go through this. I know it was long, but there were so many great things in there. There were so many cool things to talk about and so many like unique vintage pieces that I could not wait to show you that. But guys, for all of the numbers nerds, are you ready for this? Are you sitting down? So I had 52 pieces today and the shoes were $3. So they put me up to $55. So 52 pieces, $55. The MSRP on everything, guys, is, are you ready? Is right around $10,000. $10,000. And I paid $55. I don't even know how to process that information. It's incredible. But I think I've got sales here somewhere between $1,800 and $2,000. And that'll bring me to roughly a $1,500 to $1,600 profit. And that brings my return on investment to a whopping just north of 28x. Sign me up. I'm in. Now I have to deal with all the clothes. I have to photograph them and clean them and all that kind of stuff. But like, I mean, this girl right here made it all worthwhile. I cannot wait to get that on my friend. She's gonna feel like $1,000,000. But guys, I know that there are a lot of people that do similar things on YouTube, and it is just like a real honor for me that you choose to spend any of your time with me. So just know that you are so appreciated. Your kind words, I just literally fill my heart. And I just thank you all so much for being here and hanging with me. It means so much. But guys, without further ado, have the most incredible week. I hope you have a week of treasures like I just had, because this is like unbelievable. But have the most incredible week, guys. Happy hunting, and I will see you in the next one.